Hello everyone, welcome to This Week in Comics episode 2. In this week's episode we'll be looking at comics that ship on the 10th of January 2018. Got the date right and everything. So as always, these videos are brought to you by Comic Connections and Manufacturing Content, and everything we're about to show you is available in store at Comic Connections in Banbury. So come in, say hello, buy some things, there's a sale going on, it's a good time to come in. My first pick this week is Avengers 675. So Avengers is going weekly for a little while. It's got a storyline called No Surrender, which starts right here. Great jumping on point if you're not on board with Avengers. I've said before it's gone back to the original numbering, which I'm a big fan of. It's also written by Mark Waid, who I'm a really big fan of. So if you like your Avengers, you like your weekly storylines, and you like big action blockbusters written by a great writer, you definitely want to come in store and get this one. My second pick this week is Action Comics 995. It's not a particularly significant start to a storyline or a particularly great jumping on point. This is part 3 of a Booster Gold storyline. It's just a consistently great comic. It's great to see Dan Jurgens, 25 years on from the Death of Superman event, is still making great Superman stories that are well worth reading. We're on the countdown to issue 1000, which is only 5 months away. But all in all, it's a great time to be reading Superman. I'm sure I've mentioned the Superman books and Super Sons. Action Comics, the longest numbering in comic history, is great. Good time to be reading it. My third pick this week is Battlestar Galactica versus Battlestar Galactica. So this is written by Peter David, and the title pretty much tells you what it's going to be about. It's the original classic 1978 Battlestar Galactica going up against the new mid-2000s abortion-heavy Battlestar Galactica. So that was a laugh a minute, that series. If you like Battlestar Galactica, this literally gives you double the Battlestar Galactica for your money, and it's written by Peter David, as I think I mentioned, who's a safe pair of hands in any superhero or science fiction universe. So yeah, Battlestar Galactica. If you like it, this is the one for you. My fourth pick this week is Old Man Hawkeye issue 1. So yeah, issue 1, this is a good jumping on point for a comic. This is set in the Old Man Logan universe as written by Mark Miller, as opposed to the Old Man Logan Secret Wars into the 616 universe thing. So yeah, Old Man Hawkeye, if you enjoyed the Old Man Logan series as much as I did, it's nice to see them revisiting this universe. It's set a couple of years on. It's basically Unforgiven, but for comics with superheroes. Works for me. Give this one a look for sure. My fifth pick for the week is Harley Quinn, Be Careful What You Wish For special. I'm not a particularly huge Harley Quinn fan outside of the Paul Dini, Bruce Timm stuff, but I've got to say any comic drawn by Amanda Conner is always one of my favourites, and Amanda Conner's done some great work on Harley Quinn over the last 5 years, and she's doing most of the interior artwork for this book as well, so that instantly puts it into my field of vision. So yeah, Harley Quinn, whether you like Harley Quinn or not, it's a moot point, but great art by Amanda Conner is great art. So give it a look. My trade paperback pick this week is East of West. It's one of my favourite books. It's written by Jonathan Hickman, so if you've read any of the great Avengers or Infinity crossovers from Marvel, you have a fair idea what to expect. He's quite good at the big, overarching, long-form stories. I've often described Saga as being science fiction with a dash of fantasy. This goes the other way, and it feels like fantasy with a dash of science fiction. I get a very heavy Dark Tower vibe from this, so if you're a fan of Stephen King, you might want to give this a look. I'm not a fan of Stephen King's, well, his Dark Tower books anyway, and I still really, really like this book, even when it wears its influences on its sleeve that much. It's great science fiction, it's high concept, the apocalypse is coming, and there's a very fractured United States of America who are very ununited. They're our last hope. The American political system, who's at war with itself, has to save the world from the apocalypse. I can't see that happening. Can you? East of West, Jonathan Hickman. Give it a look. So that's it. That's my picks from this week's comics. Come into store. We still have the sale coming on with 60% off graphic novels and 50% off back issues and various statues and figures and pops in the sale. So yeah, come in, see if you can score yourself a bargain. Let us know what you think below in the comments. Like, subscribe. It's YouTube, you know how it works by now, and we'll see you next week. Thank you for watching.